Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here, and off we go from Lambeau. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. First carry for James Conner. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his left. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football, because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. Jones breaking from the contact, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's caught. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Dillon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Dillon again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to run with Dillon. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. Murray now on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray on the move to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Play fake. Murray going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Steps away. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here.
And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. And my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And it's a Packers touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. Out to his left. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his left. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connect.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Conner going to try and run it. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the backflip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
Yep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Rodgers to throw once more. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing.
Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, 35 yards. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Murray to air it out again. And one more time, here's Kirk. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Once again, the Cardinals will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.